Well, let's see what else. We'll see what Mr. Hulk Hogan had to say about this, and let's get into it, guys. All right.
That you knocked out the Japan guy, and they held, and you couldn't leave the country until you went on TV and kind of like showed the fans that you really didn't kill him.
No, I couldn't leave the country until Inoki woke up in the damn hospital and asked me to come to the hospital and do a press conference.
Inoki's that powerful.
Well, yeah, he was the man. He was like the Muhammad Ali, the Hulk Hogan of Japan. He'd never been beaten. He actually came here and did that so-called shoot fight with Ali where he crawled on his back. I don't know if you saw that ridiculous abortion.
No.
When we went over there, we were working, and he got so full of himself. He started believing his own hype.
Inoki,
yeah, and he's a great guy and all that stuff, but he started with Ricky Dozan, the big gangster there, and they did the old dojo stuff where they would shoot. Everybody had the broken up ears, and it was Pride that was part of the same company.
Right.
With Shin Upon Pro Wrestling. But he kept thinking he was a shooter, and he really wasn't.
He was a worker, not a shooter.
He was a worker, and he thought he was going to shoot. I guess he wanted to pick on me. So he called me to the hotel the night before. He goes, tomorrow we shoot. I go, huh? Shoot what?
How big was he?
He was 240, 6'2", 6'3".
Right.
But
so
he was a Carl Gotch guy. He broke into Carl Gotch, so he know how to hook.
Right.
Submission holds. I'm going, okay, whatever. I got in the ring. He would act like he's going to shoot, but then he grabbed a headlock. And then he squeezed real hard. I'm like, what's this idiot doing? I mean, it's like
we're working, but he's trying to shoot.
And he's trying to hurt me. I'm going, okay, so I squeeze his ribs and pop a rib out and time to lighten up. I'm going to spike him on his neck. And he kept going back and forth. Finally did like the test of strength thing, but it's a work.
Yeah, right.
But he's trying to shoot with it, so I went to grab his hand and kick me right in the balls. I was like, what the fuck is that?
And meanwhile, you guys still can't understand each other.
Okay, we're trying to make it believable. So finally,
they got it in front of like what? A whole
22,000 people. So finally, I did it again. He kicked me in the balls. You son of a bitch. So finally, he went back and grabbed a hold again like a work.
Now that is dirty. Trying to kick the man in his testicles. That's dirty. You kicked him in the balls. Inoki, that was low. You low down for that, man. You low down. Let's continue on.
And I was pissed and fuck the shit. So I threw him in the ropes. And as soon as he hit the ropes, by the time he turned his head, I put my elbow right in his temple as hard as I could, wide open. Party over. He did not get back up, bro. Out of nowhere, this crazy doctor comes in there, opens this black bag, pulls this needle out like Pulp Fiction.
Right.
Plunges it in his heart.
No way.
I swear to God, it's on the tape. Inoki versus Hogan.
Right. On YouTube.
IWGP championship. And they shoot the adrenaline right as hard. So you could have fucking killed him. He's just knocked out. He's not dead. They're hitting him in the heart with adrenaline. So I get out of the ring. They get me back in the taxi. They got two Japanese guys with me, and they're cussing me out all the way back. I'm going, oh boy, here we go. So I have to change hotels. I start getting death threats. So I keep changing hotels. About 5 days later, the office comes and gets me at some little shitty hotel on the other side of Shinjuku, and they take me to the hospital room. There's all these camera crews there. And I got Inoki's belt, dude. He wanted this IWGP title. He had it made for himself. It was real gold, had all those jewels.
But you got it.
And I got it. And so now he makes nice to me, has a press conference, Hulk Hogan accident, good competition, shoot fight. I'm going, shoot fight? What the fuck's he talking about?
Right.
He's trying to make everybody think it was a shoot. I just got pissed off and knocked him out.
Right.
He was halfway working, halfway shooting, picking the spots. I said, this sucks.
Now, why would he go ahead and make that lie? You was going legit on Hogan, and Hogan would just give you that work. Let's see what else he said. Go right back, see what he had to say.
Right.
He's trying to make everything was a shoot. I just got pissed off and knocked him out.
Right.
He was halfway working, halfway shooting, picking the spots. I said, this sucks, dog.
Now, and you couldn't leave the country until he did that.
About 5 days, and then he called a press conference. I got my passport back. I left. I had to come right back 4 months later and do a job for him to give him the belt back.
Wow. I feel like Booker T right now.
Tell me you did not just say that.
Yes, he did say that. Hulk Hogan had a shoot fight. How many of you guys knew about this? This is crazy. Shout out to Figure 4 TV. He gave me this information. Gotta give him his due. This is about Hulk Hogan talking about the fight, everything I mentioned earlier. Let's see who came into the locker room while we talk about this. Oh, man. Figure 4 TV said Brock Lesnar complained about them too. Is he a punk? Exactly. We don't get into Brock Lesnar too. Let's brought that up, Figure 4 TV. DDE, salute to you. Thanks for coming out. I know I'm here early morning, trying to do something a little different. Sometimes I may do some lives early in the morning. I'm still going to do the locker room at nights. Daryl Smith said Brock is a punk. Daryl Smith thinks everybody's a punk. Hey, we think everybody's a punk. Come on. Let's see. Ben is my name said, welcome to the locker room. Said, how long did it take for Hogan not to become skinny anymore? Well, 60, 70 years because he's skinny now. Daryl Smith said, Hogan is bad business. He also said, all Hogan interviews contain lies. I don't think this is a lie, Daryl Smith. I know he has a reputation for telling falsified stories and not being 100 with it, but I believe this is true. Yes, I really do believe this is true.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Yeah, this is true. I don't think he's lying about this one. And Brock Lesnar had it mentioned this as well, and I covered it here. You have Hogan's WWE, Vince's bad business. Yeah, that's crazy. Randy Orton was just talking about him. Randy Orton did the interview with Sportskeeda. If you guys know about it, I may talk about it myself. How he said Vince made him work shows as his back was going out. Hogan was WWF. Yep, that's right. Hogan was WWF, but at the same time, at this particular time, he wasn't WWF. So you wanted territories. This is outdated, not bad business. Yeah, it's definitely outdated. Figure 4 TV say globally, when you see Hogan, automatically, when you think pro wrestling aside from Michael Jordan, no character has that influence over the sport. And that, he is right. That's very true. He just said, that's an undisputed comment.
And that is undisputed.
That's very true. He is equivalent to Michael Jordan in basketball. He's equivalent to Wayne Gretzky in hockey. He's equivalent to, all of them. Yeah, Vince is just out. And it's just sad. There's a reflection of their own self-esteem, but we all here for the conversation. No doubt about it, Figure 4 TV. But yeah, Hulk Hogan, it's sad what it's come down to. That this came to literally a bloodbath, and it almost got to the point where Inoki was almost done just because he was shooting, as they call it, and he didn't want to do the job for Mr. Hulk Hogan. And then Hulk Hogan himself said he went to lose the belt to him 4 months later, but then he was the inaugural. Remember, not only Hulk Hogan was the IWGP champion, he was the first ever to hold this belt. He was inaugural champion, and he said that was real gold, so he had to go do the job for 4 months later. But they want Hogan out of there. So yeah, a lot of guys had issues with Japan. They had a lot of issues with this company. A lot of issues, guys. It's sad, but lots and lots of issues. It's not just Hogan. It's not just anybody. But I know Brock Lesnar, he also had issues as well. And this was about New Japan Pro Wrestling. So they don't do business